This is a tough one. Let's do it one last time. I will play a little bit faster. Trying to think what we need in order to make this more consistent. We really need a lot of reform. That will help. And we get making a morsel, so we get the diamond morsels. Applying burnout to a friendly unit would honestly only be useful just to get burnout on a unit. Sacred Wicks is going to be good to reform. Better would be to get molded. Let's see what artifact we get. Second unit gives us energy, or merchant costs minus 25%. I think getting the energy is good. It means that we can take some higher energy cost cards. We did not get reform. We'll take the burnout for now, and we hope that we get reform as a second upgrade on our champion. Nautilus enemy enter with spikes. That's fine. Our champion can tank all of the first waves by himself. And we can upgrade his burnout so that he survives up until the boss. Maybe that's the right way to do it, though, is to get the big champion, keep him alive, and use him to tank, and then reform. Get extra energy and damage shield. Would have liked the damage shield down there, but I think I'm trying to think compared to the last. How do I think we're gonna do? So 65, he'll take out the boss by himself. We can use this now. Cool. Morsel Miner, we can put a Dreg there. Put a Train Steward behind, and yeah. Easy first battle. So our champion should carry us up through Daedalus. Okay, that's what we need. We need a controlled molding. And do we want any of these? Cannibalize. Cannibalize is quite good because it guarantees us a unit to reform. I don't think we'll take the unit. We're going to go for spells again. Remember, the goal is to remove... Okay, yeah. Getting guaranteed molded every turn. And let's already start purging Train Stewards. So, yeah, for those that are joining, the way that we're trying to make this build work is we only use morsels. We're allowed one extra draft unit. Hopefully we get something better than Lady of the House. And then the goal is to keep reforming, especially morsel miners, with the idea that they can get stronger and stronger and stronger if we're reforming them every turn. That's the theory. We've had 2 runs. First run we died on Daedalus. Second run we died on Fell. That's what we just finished. Now third run, enemies start on each floor. So I think that's okay. He can tank a lot of hits early. And then we just need a way to clear out the remaining minions afterward. So Rector Flicker, Drag, Morsel Miner. And I don't think we use this Shade Splitter. We don't want to muddy our pool too much. That will also clear out almost entirely this floor. Let's add the Purifying Cleanse. There's only one available, so we'll save this for later. And we want this Morsel Miner. He will take out the last enemy unit. Really wish I could get the Collector, but it's not in the cards. So instead we will play our Train Steward out. We can reform that Morsel Miner once again, which allows us to kill the backline unit. 3 damage, so we can tank with a Drag. We can get another Shade Splitter to give us energy and get rid of the Sinner's Burdens. This might be a little bit of an issue. we have to see if we can get enough. 15 damage is not quite enough yet. But if we Shade Splitter and then cannibalize it, maybe we get another we get another damage minion, which allows us to kill the second unit. So we will take 1 damage, which I think is totally fine. Let's get 1 damage shield on our Rector Flicker and get another morsel and damage shield onto our Train Steward. Now Rector Flicker is going to die, but then we will reform him. And we can put Big Morsel Miner behind our Train Steward. Does he even survive? He survives for 1 hit. We put him down, we get an extra 35 damage. Or 45 damage. Cool. So with our massive Rector Flicker, we should have no issues doing this. Good. So we've only taken 1 damage to our Pyre so far. This is by far the most promising run we've had. Getting a second Molded, or Hallow Drip. No, let's do a second Molded. And do we want Rage, Lifesteal? I don't think any of this. I think we skip. So maybe that was the missing link. Do we want to duplicate already? I think duplicating already the holdover Molded makes sense. We definitely want to duplicate the Molded even over getting the artifact. So we can always reform every turn 2 units. The problem is getting rid of our 1 cost. I mean, okay, let me think. If we clear out both Train Stewards, we clear out all 4 dregs, I would probably also get rid of the Shade Splitters. Then the idea is we need to get making a morsel to be 0 cost. And then we can just take all the Ember Drain cards to stack onto our Rector Flicker and our Morsel Miners. Maybe also get cannibalized to 0. Maybe it makes sense to keep 1 Shade Splitter so we have a target for cannibalize. We don't really want to cannibalize our Morsel Miners. Major Refraction... we don't really have a unit we want to use it on. Do we keep a Dreg? Well, at least, even if we end up getting rid of him later to make room for a better unit, I think it's worth stacking him early on so that we can survive up until Seraph. Because we can keep him all the way to Seraph and then cut him if we don't find... We keep him if we don't find a better draft unit, otherwise we cut him all the way at Seraph. Okay, so... I think I'm fine just face tanking these guys early on, getting the Morsel Miners out. And then... I mean, we want the Train Steward out of the deck. Let's not just throw him recklessly. And let's get the drag. Oh yeah! Now we can play the second Morsel Miner. Good. We got our first Molded, so let's bring back our Morsel Miner. And the question is, do we have it face tank to save our Train Steward? Do we even care about our Train Stewards? We're really... The goal is that we can just kill him on this first floor. I think, and it's better to continue to stack up our champion, and the Morsel Miner will take out these kind of incidental units on the side. I don't think we cannibalize him. We do need to take out that unit, and we might as well just... Oh, this is our big drag. Let's put big drag on the second floor. He's our backup in case our champion doesn't make it for us. Alright, Molded, get back one Morsel Miner. Molded, get back the second Morsel Miner. And this is the other interaction which is quite important, is the Morsel Miners the eat trigger happens before the burnout, so he'll take their stacks even though he'll die from burnout at the end. He still keeps their stacks, which is really important for us, that we can take advantage of it every single turn. And then I think we want... this is a problem. If we put a dreg down here, the dreg will absorb the morsel miners, and we really want them on our Rector Flicker. So instead I'm going to put the dregs on the top floor and add another Shade Splitter onto the bottom floor. And he should have no issues. We get 2 reforms, so we can reform both our champion and our super drag. So I think we'll be in good shape for Daedalus, because by the time he comes around, our Rector Flicker will have so much burnout, he's very unlikely to die. We take back Super Drag. Super Drag can even face tank this explosive. And do we want him to die? How many turns until Daedalus? Honestly, it doesn't matter, because if he dies, we just reform him on the second floor, reform him on the third floor. What's really important is that we don't have any units up here by the end. So we can keep the Train Steward, but we cannot play other units that won't burn out, or we will not be able to replay our Rector Flicker on the top floor. So we got to make sure we keep the top floor open towards the end. That's just fine. That also means he'll heal up. So Mold, get back our Super Morsel Miner. Do we want more lifesteal on him now? I don't think so. I think he'll have enough health that we don't need to lifesteal, and just getting the extra stats on him seems to be best. Do we want extra burnout on our drag? Sure. Final wave. That's a really bad timing. But let's get the Morsel Miners out. We don't have... Oh, this is a problem. We don't have room on the second floor to bring the Rector Flicker. And we need to put one of the Morsel Miners. We have something that can kill... Yeah, he's going to die before he gets killed by Daedalus. But I think that should be enough. That gets him down to 380. This guy might even be able to take him out, even with only 2 burnout. Yeah, he'll die to the drag. So we can just play out the rest and finish the battle. And he'll die. Yep. So we're good. So definitely, I don't know what you guys are thinking. I think this is a much better candidate for the full run. Wretch. I think the trample, right? Getting trample on our champion, because we get plenty of morsel miners through our reforms, right? So we get 2 every turn. I'm not too concerned. None of these look like end gamers for us. Wickless Baron, yeah, harvest. But do we want? Do we have enough space for him? Because if we're gonna want to put the morsel miners on the same floor as our champion. And if we have the Wickless Baron plus the champion, we can only put 2 morsel miners per turn. Oh yeah, because you get the harvest triggers on both sides. Yeah, I can see that. We'll take him for now. If it doesn't work out, we can always get rid of him later. And we have to take capacity. If we're gonna stack both the champion and the Baron, let's at least get rid of 2 more Train Stewards. We don't need the Pyre health, but we'll take it. Quick. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's re-roll and hope we get the multi-strike. Endless. Now this is interesting. We could put burnout on him and then reform him every turn, because he keeps all of his harvest triggers. We'll do it for science, but that would be insane, because then we can keep bringing him back and stacking burnout on top of him. And so he gets all of the reform buffs plus the harvest buffs. I think that's... I mean, I'd love to get multi-strike on him, but I really like the idea of him just having an insane amount of damage. And if he ends up being... I mean... It's gotta be, right? You gotta take the harvest triggers on him. With the morsels, he is going to have an insane amount of health. Let's get rid of a dreg. Not that dreg. Alright. I think we're good. Spell Shield. Bring it on. Alright, so Rector Flicker, Wickless Baron, Shade Splitter. Get some damage. I think we're fine to increase on our champion. Let's see. He does. He got the harvest trigger. He gets the harvest triggers before he dies. Great. And we can already mold him back. So he's already 27-31 after the first turn. I think we're going to be fine. We can bring back this morsel. Yeah, let's do it like this. So we put in Magma Morsel. We play Wickless Baron. I don't think we play Cannibalize because I want to put the Dreg up front. We can also increase on our champion again. So we mold, we bring back this Dreg so that he can kill off this unit here. We don't need to stress about this Priest. These should both be the Magma Morsel, and we can do Morsel Minor. We could even throw some Shade Splitters. Oh, he's dying. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, if we got Trample or something like that early, maybe we would have been able to kill off this guy. But I'm not too stressed about it. We really only want to use cash to get artifacts and eliminate units. So yeah, I'm not sweating that at all. So now our Wickless Baron's already 40-60 after turn 2. We will use the Magma Morsel behind our Dreg just to make sure this guy dies. Throw another Dreg up front there and get another Morsel Minor. So now the question is, who will scale faster? I think it's still our champion over the Wickless Baron. We mold, and now we just want Morsel Miners. More Morsel Miners. I'm not even going to bring back Super Dreg because I don't want him taking up space. Now he's going to die. We could potentially win just by increasing... Nope, but we get pretty close. And I don't... Actually, let's play a Morsel Miner here so that he's already ready on the next turn because we're going to be reforming the Baron and the champion. Yeah, he is a monster. And this is the 4th floor. He's only going to get better. So that's interesting. The burnout that comes from Purifying Cleanse does not get maintained. It's a temporary burnout increase. Memento Mori, yeah, you take a Memento Mori. And Furnace Tap. You take a Furnace Tap. Okay, yeah, we're good. We can do Furnace Tap and Trample onto our champion. He scales to an insane degree, and we can play him on every floor. Yeah, I think this run is locked in. I would assume if you add Burnout, it's like an enhancement, but I guess it's considered a debuff. Maybe that's why. But it is interesting that on the Reform, it's an enhancement. Enhance with Burnout 1. There's the difference. So because it has the word Enhance, it's maintained, where this is Apply. So it's a minor difference, but it is logically consistent. Yeah, Wicklash also says, oh, it doesn't. It says Apply. So you can go do the science, and if it turns out that it is maintained across then we need to send them an angry letter or make an angry post on Reddit. I mean, you can't go wrong with a third molded, right? I would think about Furnace Tap. My only issue with Furnace Tap is once we get the Ember Drain, can we play it again? If we reduce the cost. Yeah, I think that's right. And we need to get through our deck. We take out 2 more dregs. So having the double Furnace Tap and then reducing the cost to 0, then we can guarantee we can play it every time. We haven't really had any issues. I'll take the coins now. I think in the next level, being able to upgrade our spells even more. But we could use it to clear out some more, maybe like Shade Splitters. You know, actually we're okay with him, and we don't care about the armor. We should be fine with the stealth because our guy's going to have so much health on him anyway. Do we just play it? I mean, I think we just play it, right? Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, we have our Hell's Banners. So as long as we can play, okay, I mean this is an example of when it doesn't work, but as long as we can play 2 units, we get 2 energy anyway, right? We get 2 Ember, and you always start at 0. You can't go negative. Right, we're bringing back our Witless Baron. Yeah, we don't need the extra money. See, like right here, we can already play the second one. We bring back 2 Morsels. We could have even played a Dreg. But we bring back these 2 Morsels, and now we can play the second Furnace Tap. Easy money, right? Nothing to reform, and we'll play Super Drag on floor 2. Bring back our Rector Flicker. Bring back our Wickless Baron. We can Purify and Cleanse him just to get it. It actually doesn't consume, but get it anyway, and then add more Morsels. And we've already negated the burn. Yeah, because he dies, right? He burns out. So even if we apply Burnout to him, he dies, and then even if we apply Ember Drain to him, he dies. The Ember Drain's gone. So there's almost no negative consequences for us. We can do that. I think we bring back... Yeah, we'll bring back extra damage. Use Shade Splitter. I think we cannibalize this guy. We got him back anyway, and we can just buff up our... Oh, I should have put the one that does extra damage. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. He's going to die to our Pyre anyway. Do they do any damage to him? No, but I can do Memento Mori. And... Sure, let's just keep stacking these Morsels. How long does this Dreg have before he dies? The Diamond Morsel out. And another Shade Splitter here. I think he will die this turn. We have insane amount of damage, Purifying Cleanse, he's gone. Cool. So this is going much, much better than the last 2 runs. I don't think we need any of this. We don't need the energy. There's a fringe case where we could use this, but I don't think that fringe case is worth ruining the rest of our draws. That's actually a good point. If we could freeze it, then we can guarantee in that fringe case where we have a lot of Ember Drain, we can still play some of our cards. I don't think we need this. Grovel's pretty good. Get Damage Shield onto our champion. I think we'll go this route. We do need some pyre health. Double stack? What do you think? What do you think? Do we care about 8 Ember Drain? I don't think we do. Yeah. I think we're totally fine there. And what else? It's 2 cost right now, right? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Hold over on... So this is the other thought, is we could grovel every turn. Is there anything else we want to hold over? Getting it free. I think, yeah, having a free grovel makes more sense. And we don't really need the magic power. Let's trim. Let's get rid of One Shade Splitter. Do we just get rid of the Memento Mori? I feel like it's just a dead card in our hand right now. We do so much damage with units, we don't need the spell. Or getting rid of one of our Purifying Cleanses. Right? I don't think we need the Purifying Cleanse. This is where we died last time. I can't imagine that we have too many problems here, especially when you draw your double stacked Furnace Tap on turn 1. With the Umbra Stone, so that you can take advantage of the extra 2 mana that you get. Like, really? Are the developers watching? Are you guys watching? Want to make sure we don't die to Fel? Wow. That's insane. We get 2 units back. So we can already play out our second Furnace Tap. Yeah. We can even do Memories of the Mead to play out our Memento Mori. That we don't need it. We can just use it. Okay. Okay. Let's see how the game wants to be played. Good. We can bring back the Wickless Baron. Bring back the Jeweler. Play Grovel. Definitely would prefer damage and lifesteal. And we can just buff up our Dreg. Four times multi-strike. Trample. Yeah. Alright, so let's bring back Super Drag. Purifying Cleanse to get it out of our deck permanently. Bring back the Jeweler. And bring back our Lifesteal. We can increase his burnout some more, give him an extra damage shield. I do need to be careful though, I don't want his burnout to get too high. But he might honestly kill the Fel. Let's keep adding back in the multi-strike. We can buff up the Super Drag. Molded. Bring back our Wickless Baron. And yeah, even if our champion dies from the burnout now, we're fine. Yeah, and Fel's dead. Let's just finish it. We don't need Kindle. We don't need Endless. We don't need Formless Child. Okay. We'll go this route. We get, when you summon your first mortal, draw a card. Yep, okay, so that's just one permanent extra draw. When a friendly unit dies. Sorry. Okay, we don't need either of these. I can't. I mean, was there any better? I guess the only thing better I could assume getting on first turn would be the artifact that gives you morsel miners on each floor. We're going harvest. All right. Non-boss enemies heal. Okay, this is interesting. There's a risk here if we take. Do we even need? We don't need the coins. This is stupid. We're not gonna blow it on taking a stupid trial and not drawing. Yeah, like if we had taken this, I mean, okay, he would have died, but still, no reason to take risks here. This is about the worst possible hand we can draw on turn 1. Other than that, we get our moldeds to use later, but I can't imagine a worse turn 1 draw there. We can do grovel, put down these two. We don't have anything. We want to use molded just to get out of the hand, and I wish we can put it up here to be consumed later by our super drag. And honestly, I feel like just getting this out of the deck. It's one of our worst reforms because we don't get to decide. We did not get super drag, so we will take some damage. 1, yeah, we'll take 4 damage. I'm not too concerned about that. Although, no, we won't. I mean, I know it's not. It's kind of wasteful, but why not, right? Purifying Cleanse, Furnace Tap. We don't have anything else to mold, so we can use the Shade Splitter. And it's not our holdover mold, or molded. Let's bring back Morsel Miner. Let's bring back Wickless Baron. He does not yet have Trample. We can use the memories to play Memento Mori. And we have our Super Drag. There's our Trample. We put Super Drag out and Final Morsel. Diamond, and I think just on the off chance that we're able to get... Oh wait, we can guarantee I'm making a morsel. Stack these guys here because we want morsel miner. And let's keep stacking one of these. And I'm not going to play Shade Splitter. I don't want to muddy up the deck anymore because I can only play it on the top floor anyway. Bring back the champion. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He doesn't keep his multi-strikes. I disagree. Vehemently. I don't know how I didn't notice that last time. So that means we need to save our multi-strikes until the end on the final boss. We'll bring back Super Drag. We should, I mean, we're gonna be fine. I think we'll be fine. Oh, he's dying from the burnout. Get a big old morsel miner out behind him. Extra 60 damage. We can put 2 more morsel miners behind the drag. And we can even Shade Splitter. Get rid of this one. And get some more damage on him. We'll put these on the top floor. I don't want them in my deck. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's an enhance, so I think it should stay. But it's fine, we just play around it, right? So we now know that we need to save it until the end. Don't play him there. He's dead. Fatal Melting. It's one card. I think it's worth... I don't think we need any of these. I mean... Right? Right? Okay. Yeah. Greed. And we need to get rid of our drag because the challenge was that we only want to have a single second unit. You're right. I'm just greedy. I wanted the extra furnace tap. We cannot enhance anything. So I think then we can use that to purge anything else. Oh, I guess we could have used here. Oh, spells. Oh, spells. Dang, I thought it said units for a second. Lifesteal. Do we take the extra pyre for insurance, or do we re-roll and try to get something better? I feel like re-rolling. Start with the Morsel Miner. I mean, I think that's it. I think we got. I'm not gonna say we have the perfect run for the challenge, but it's hard to see how it could be significantly improved, right? Did you know that interaction? I did not know that interaction. The commemorative spike triggers the Hell's Banners. I did not know that's how that interacted. Interesting. Vector Flicker, Wickless Baron, and I think it's worth... So, hear me out. This is the worst of the multi-strikes, but I think we need it just to take care of these early units, and then we can save the other two for later on after he dies. And we can cannibalize this Morsel Miner to... What? 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 Where's my Morsel Miner? What? I disagree. I vehemently disagree. Where's my Morsel Miner? Nothing to be said there. Just clearly bad programming. Oh crap. Did I just burn the reform? Reddit post incoming? Okay, so we gotta make sure we're playing. Yeah, Sacred Wicks already expires. We get two. Actually, we need these guys to take out enemies up top. This guy has more health. We can play Grovel now for free. We molded nothing. Get rid of self-mutilations. We put these guys on the bottom. So we will be able to at least reform the Rector Flicker, and we have the... Which one did I get rid of? I got the reform one. Ah, that's really bad. We have one more molded, but... And we just get this guy to take the damage. Why aren't they dying? Oh, they attacked first. Oh, the guy had 12 damage. I needed to put it... that's okay. We take a little bit of damage. Okay, so we gotta make sure that we don't play the molded first. So... Now I'm tempted... I think we get rid of a Shade Splitter here. I'm tempted to dump our champion on the top floor. We can take 13 damage in order to do an insane amount to Seraph now. Not an insane amount. We do some damage to Seraph now. I think that's probably worth. Plus, we can't even kill these guys. Oh, we lose the trample as well. Oh, that's fantastic. Morsel Miner. We're going to take a lot of pyre damage, but I think we can still win it out as long as we keep reforming our champion on every floor. The idea is that he should die. Okay, we need to use one of the other 2 remaining furnace taps just to make sure we kill the enemy units. Self-mutilation. We need to bring back Wickless Baron. Order is very important. Wickless Baron, making a morsel so we get our energy trigger, and then we play out one of the furnace taps. We are going to take 36 damage, which is not great. We play Purifying Cleanse, Grovel to get 2 units. Thank you for giving me more self-mutilations. Really appreciate that. We don't kill all of them. I think we can take 3 damage more. It's getting really dicey though. I'm missing Big Dreg. He was very helpful. Do we have another Purifying Cleanse? Or are they both out of the deck now? They're both out of the deck. We definitely get rid of our already consuming consume card. We still have one more furnace tap for when he comes back. So let's get another morsel miner, I think. I don't know if that was the right one. I don't think... Oh, there we go. We can... It might have been better to actually put him up top to take out this guy. This is going to be a problem. If we do that, so that we're set up to... We need Memento Mori, that's what we need. This is not going well. It's these incidental units that I'm struggling to take out. And it didn't help that I got rid of one of my reforms. Am I dead? 12? I'm dead. Actually lost it because I burned that reform. I burned both reforms. I deserve all the ire. Oh, pain, pain. Because we take 10, 11. 10, 11, and we take, yeah. Boo. Got a good score though. 32,000.